Hi everybody, the Rizzoli Book again. 3 short little ones on this one. And I really wonder if anyone today will adopt any of these principles in something they're doing today. I know I do, but will you? First, these ads, written like books, long copy. Now check it out. Look at those headlines. Look at those headlines. Look at that headline. See? And look, where's the logo? Where's the damn logo? There's no logo in these. Is it an advertorial? No, it was trying something new and different. To say, this is to be read. This isn't about us. It's about something in between us. That's fucking brilliant. And no, this isn't as famous as their Apple or Nike or whatever stuff. Nissan. This is brilliant stuff. You see a full page ad that doesn't look like an ad. And they did things that were West Coast stuff, like Leach, you know, the aircraft company, and the resistors and the transistors and diodes, you know, the makings of the technology that was to come. And again, the point that was made here, and this really flies in the face of a lot of fucking bullshit people in social media who say, you got to post something all the time, all the time, all the time. Well, maybe you do. But you know, if you post something ordinary all the time, you're ordinary. What they did, like these ads, for a company that would generally run a little tiny black and white newspaper, magazine ad, and a trade publication every month, instead, every 3 or 4 months, they would run a double-page spread, right? It was talking to people who loved airplanes in a way that said, we're different and we're special, and we have a lot for you to read because we have something to say. It was romance. It was going completely against what everyone says you're supposed to do. What everyone says you're supposed to do. Are you getting it? All the people say, this is what you're supposed to do. This is what you're supposed to do. Go boldly in the opposite direction. Tell those, go boldly in the opposite direction. Now, if you know who's in this picture, then you don't need me to tell you. And if you don't know who's in this picture, you don't need me to tell you. A Negro family just moved in next door, and it's not Sidney Poitier's. What do you do now? Ooh, public service. Do you know who that is? I do. Anyway, point is, this is public service advertising. You know? And public service advertising, too often the agencies do it just to try and win a fast award, to make up for the fact that all the rest of their work is fucking boring. Well, if you do it right, your public service is handled just like a real client. You want it to work, which leads to another wonderful ad from this period, which is around 1970. My Idol, the Pimp. Where's the logo? Where's the goddamn logo? Guess what? Some people say, you got to have a headline. You got to have body copy. You got to have a slogan. You got to have a logo. You know what Neil French says? If you have just one of those things, you maybe have a great ad. Well, Direction Sports was a charity. And charities aren't famous. No logo of a not-for-profit is probably going to be famous until it has been around for a long time with lots and lots and lots of media coverage. So, again, an ad that doesn't have a logo. Imagine a banner ad that doesn't have a logo. Imagine a banner ad that simply says something and there's a link. Wouldn't that be interesting? Wouldn't that be interesting? Well, these were really, really good. And how did this come about? Well, it was an actual someone showing their portfolio. And the agency said, can we buy or rent that picture? The kid looking like that? He said, yeah. It all came together. This is like Paulo Coelho says, you know, when you really want something, the universe conspires. And when you really have something good, people will come to the event. People will come to the moment and help it happen. This is simply a fantastic example of ads that don't look like ads. Sometimes for good reasons. Why put a logo in if no one knows it? Why put a logo in if you're only going to run something once every few months? And more importantly, in any media space you're doing, look at what everyone else is doing and do the opposite in a way that's right for you. And in 1971, Chiat Day was already doing that on small scale. If you can't do it when you're small, don't tell me you're going to do it when you're big. God, I love this business. I really, really love this business. Ideas that move the human race forward. Ideas that sell worthy products and services. Ideas that make people better human beings. Now, the thing is, this ad, My Idol the Pimp, I mean, you might say today, it's not very adventurous. Oh, we're much more ballsy than that. Yeah, the messages might be ballsy. You might show something that's more ballsy, but do something as ballsy as this for now. Yeah, see, like this one reminds you of the great Doyle Dane Bernbach stuff for mobile when they got into the space of selling public safety. See, point of no return, you know, drug addiction. This little piggy went to Marcus Piggy, you know, got an overdose. That was really, really important stuff. And if you know who the art director was on this account, we can be friends. Yeah. And everything changed in 1971 or 72 when the original Honda car came to town. And we'll talk about that. Even though we talked about it once before, we're going to talk about it a little bit more because I'm making this series of videos. Even though it's less and less people seem to be watching them, I don't care. If there's only one person who watches this and I wake them up a little bit to care more about their work, if I wake them up just a little bit to get them to try to do something more adventurous and more rule-breaking, that makes this a better world. That's what I do every day. And you know why I try to do that kind of stuff every single day? Because long ago, an agency called Chiat Day inspired me to reach for what I want to reach for. Don't be afraid. And try new things. Go against the grain. Disrupt. Yeah. Now, it's a bunch of in the air. Everyone says, oh yeah. You know, if you look at advertising agency sites, you'd swear there were no bad ads anywhere. Because apparently every agency only does great work and their team is the best. And theirs win awards and theirs are the most successful. Well, obviously that can't be true because if you look at most advertising on television or YouTube pre-rolls or banner ads on sites, it can't be. So come on. Do it with the small client. Then you'll get a chance to do it for a big one. Break the rules. Break the rules. Break the rules. Break the rules. God, I love this business.